Hi, this is Antoinette Love Ransom. I'm in Los Angeles, California. I'm with the talented Patrick Taylor and the founder of Taylor Made Entertainment. All right, Patrick, how are you doing this evening?
I'm good. How are you?
You look good.
Thanks.
Tell me about this color on you. You look amazing.
I like colors.
Yeah?
I think music is colors. So I like colors. Everybody can't pull it off, but
you can.
I try.
Before we talk about your career, because you have an amazing career, let's talk about where you're from. Where are you originally from?
Louisiana, but I'm from northern Louisiana. Most of the time when people say they're from Louisiana, they go Baton Rouge, New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from northern Louisiana. There's Shreveport, Alexandria, Monroe. I'm on that side.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where did your musical talent come from?
My brother, we come from a musical family, from my grandfather being a minister, and my older brother played guitar. And it just trickled down from my brother, because I come from a family of 12. It was 6 boys.
12?
It was 6 boys, 6 girls.
Ooh, but
And
just one mother, right?
yes.
Ooh.
6 boys, 6 girls.
Wow.
And we just kind of followed in one of the footsteps. And because of my brother, we knew what we wanted to do immediately. So
Okay.
when we came out of high school, we knew we wasn't going to college. No, we knew that. We was in, and I was like the youngest guy. I'm in nightclubs at 18, 19, wasn't supposed to be in the clubs and that sort of thing. And the music just became that for us.
Yeah, but you were on tour. That was just part of it, just being on tour.
That was just part of it.
Yeah.
We played pretty much all the nightclubs throughout the Southwest region or whatever. We didn't touch the Midwest and the East and this far up West a lot. We was all just in that Southwest, Southeast, East region is where we played a lot of stuff. But that led into, and it's funny because I was a van driver. I got hired to drive van for Frankie Beverly Mays and Tony Braxton tour.
Nice.
And I started out driving van. And I went from driving van to being the assistant carpenter, because we had carpenters back then to put the sets together and all that good stuff. I left from being a carpenter to go and drive the truck with the equipment.
Mm-hmm.
I left that and became Mr. Beverly Security. And then from that, I was moved on the management team.
Wow.
So I just worked my way through the ranks. And then I formed my Taylor Made Entertainment, company.
Well, let me ask you this: you have a long history of what you do. Tell me about the Great Escape tour, because I know you're behind that, right?
Yeah. Well, that was a challenge for me because people didn't know that I knew production. Most of the people in the industry he's just Frankie Beverly Security.
Oh, okay.
And when that gig was offered to me and I stepped on deck, we did 31 shows. We were never late. We never, nobody missed the show. I turned the stage every night in time. We actually were getting out of buildings and getting the show up and in and down earlier than what people expected us to. And that was my first major run outside of Maze, and people really seeing me do production. Now, I'd done some other tours where I was promoter's rep. So I was just working for the promoter and making sure that everything, that the bands wanted, that they had, and I was what they call a liaison guy.
Okay.
That's in the middle of,
Right.
of the promoter. So if you couldn't get to the promoter, you could get to me.
Right.
So I did other tours, but I never had I been in part of the production to where I am the stage manager guy.
And the Great Escape tour, that was Escape, Tamar.
That was Escape, Tamar, Monica, June's Diary.
That was a great tour.
That was a great tour, and we proved, to the world that, and this is not to bash or throw anyone under the bus, but that women can't work together, that's a lie. Because we went on the road with an all-women's tour. At that level, and I think that's when I say this, and maybe you can quote me or they can research it out, but I think that's one of the first big major tours like that.
Okay.
In this era. is what I,
Yes, yeah.
because we hadn't had a big one like that with just all women.
No, I
you
can't.
know.
I'm trying to think in history.
And yeah, if you go back, it has been done, but not to the level of where we, did that as a run. We did 31 shows, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I mean, we didn't run into we didn't have any problems with any of the women. Everybody did what they were supposed to do. It was a challenge for me.
Wow.
And then after that, it's now I get calls to do production, stage manager. I'm in the process now of negotiating the tour that's supposed to start late September and go to October, which is the first leg, and then they're gonna take it down and bring the second leg back after the first of the year. I just can't call the artist right now because they're still putting the logistics together.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. And tell me, like, what does it take to put on a tour? Like, do you sit down and say, hey, I got to get sponsors first? Or what does it take to put on a tour for an artist?
Well, most of the time, what a promoter will do will say, okay, I want to take out this major act, and we want to offer them 20 shows. And then once they come to an agreement that this is going to be the headline act, then they start to looking for support.
Got it.
And then once it come, they in the support. A lot of times when you see tours go out, the support need to match up with the headlining act.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to just throw a jazz artist with an R&B
Right.
artist and a rock and roll artist with a, so that's why you see, a lot of times you see tours, they go out, the music is kind of in the same vein.
Yeah, the
but
genre,
not the
yeah.
same, but
Yeah.
it's in the same vein. And when they put the tours together, and that's how it starts,
Okay.
with coming to the major act and saying, hey, we want to offer you 20 or 30 shows, whether, it be one of these big guns, I don't want to start calling their names, but one of these big, companies that come and offer, someone a tour. And then a lot of times the major act has the right to say who they want in front of them.
Right.
So when you see shows put together and runs put together, most of the time the major act will approve that
Interesting.
they want this person in front of them, because the promoter could bring 5 or 6 different choices and they could say no.
Yeah. Wow.
And sometimes it's not no because the other act is not talented. It's because they don't want to work hard like that. Because you put you get an act that 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 is talented, and then you got to come behind them. You have to pick and choose your battles.
That's true.
You have to pick and choose who you gonna put on the road with you, whatever, because they could come out and they could steal that crowd and take that crowd.
That's true. I'm trying to think of the cats that really incorporate old school music that I like Bruno Mars, he's one. Beyonce, I like Beyonce. But those are people that are hot and popping now, where I feel like they still have elements of music they've learned from the past and they incorporate it in their music. So,
like, I don't think like Beyonce is from Houston, and I don't think we've heard the best.
no.
Because
Not yet.
because B can really, really sing. She can sing,
Yeah.
but she chooses to do what she does. But just that vocal piece, that gift that was molded and was developed.
Yes.
And here's the difference. What people don't realize is that you get that kind of gift like once every so many years.
Okay.
That person come along.
Right.
And then another person come along after
Right.
that person after so many years. And music has done that. You had Michael, you had Prince, you had Stevie, Luther, Barry White, Teddy Pendergrass, Anita Baker, Patti LaBelle. But
All the good music.
But those are one. You're not getting 2 Patties and 2 Anitas, 2 Princes,
No.
2 Michaels. You're not getting 2 Beyoncés. You're not getting. See, that's what I'm saying. But you hear people, I want to do what Prince, Beyonce. No, it's not for you.
No.
You couldn't handle the one. You're not getting
True.
2.
True.
It's only 1 B.
Right.
And that will forever be only 1 B.
True.
You got a lot of people that I respect their talent, but they're not her.
Right.
Because you
Right.
can't handle 2 of that.
Right.
You can't appreciate the one.
True.
So how can you handle two Michael Jacksons when you couldn't appreciate the one Michael Jackson?
Oh, he was a rare.
How
talent.
could you?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like that in sports. You can't handle two Michael Jordans.
No.
You can't handle two LeBrons. You
Rare.
can't. It's that's why you get one at a time.
Yeah.
There is no mistake. They're
That's
not
true.
mistakes.
That's true.
I'm giving you one at a time.
Wow.
And the next is coming.
What do you think is the difference between gift and talent? Is there a difference?
Absolutely.
Tell me the difference.
Well, the difference is because when you gifted with it, your work ethic is different from just being talented.
Okay.
When you have that gift, you go the extra mile. When you sleep, I'm up. When
Correct.
you go on vacation, I'm working.
Correct.
When you leave the practice field, I'm 3-4 hours after that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that you're not a good ball player, not that you're not a good singer, but that's that gift. That
Yeah.
gift don't let you quit.
Ooh, that's
That gift
ooh, I
don't
know how
let
that
you
feels.
quit.
Yes.
That talent will just say, okay, well, but here's the difference. You have to develop talent.
Correct.
And if you notice, like, it could be a great singer, but don't have the right record.
Mm-hmm.
They can go in the studio with the great producers, and they've been singing for a long time. They go in the
Right.
studio with that producer, and that producer know how to take that talent and get out of something out of them that they didn't know how to get out of, because the producer understands how to work talent. That gift, only thing you can do with that gift is just put some X's and O's on the paper and just have the gift to run the play.
Give me an example of someone you think is gifted. I know you mentioned Michael.
Well, all those people that I mentioned, they're gifted. The Michaels, the Princes, the Stevies, that's gifts.
Do you think that artists now is more talent and they're just trained to be talent, just pushed out? Do you think it's too commercialized now, as far as music?
I don't even know. I don't even know if it's a lot of talent.
Yeah, that's
I just
true.
think it's because it's easy.
Yeah.
You and I could sit here and take a 2 and 4, and you could just say something over top of me just doing that.
Right.
And we put it on social media, and they was like,
TikTok or something.
they getting off with it. Oh, he was holding it, and she was.
Right.
Oh, they talent. We don't. You get what I'm. So that's why I feel like it's because it's easy. We mistake a lot of it. And what happens, I can tell you another difference between, a gift and talent. If you step outside of what you talented at, thinking that you have that gift like that, you're gonna expose yourself.
That's interesting.
You're gonna expose yourself.
I'm trying to conceptualize
Because if you know that you good at singing one way,
it. Right.
and you can do that.
Uh-huh.
Try going another way, and that's not your lane over there. You don't have no business being over there. The car's supposed to stay in a certain lane.
Right.
If you get over at the wrong time, you're gonna hit something.
True.
You have to stay in your lane.
Yeah.
Talent, stay in the lane. That gift, know how to move.
True.
Like you can give Anita Baker a microphone, and somebody can start playing piano, and Anita know what to really do with that.
That's correct. What's next for Patrick?
I have a new project that we've been working on since the book. It's called Think It, Say It, Do It. Is the project. You think it, you say it, you do it. We are almost done. We're due to either release it the fourth quarter of this year or the first quarter of 2023. We're talking about different subject matters, like putting on the whole armor when you get up and get ready to go out.
Okay.
Don't come out, halfway. If you're gonna go work out, get your gear. Go to the gym and expect the weights to just jump up in your hand. You don't have one in it. Don't go in with the wrong shoes on and some boots and say you're gonna run on the treadmill. So we talk about just being prepared, putting on the whole armor. We talk about the animal instinct in people. You have to know when to strike and when not to strike. You have to be focused.
Okay.
Animals, that's what they do. They focus on something. and when they go for it, they go for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and when they strike with force. So we talk about that. We talk about drugs and alcohol, not only in the entertainment industry, but just in the workplace. You know, in
Okay.
general. We talk about being a star, that dedication that it's going to take. We talk about the rewards of life when you worked hard, people kill me. You work hard all your life and then you say, I'm not going to change. And you want to stay the same. Well, that don't add up to me. So you worked hard, you moved yourself and your family to another level in life, because there's levels, and you move yourself and your family to another level in life, and now you say you want to stay the same. And we talk about that, and that's a no.
You got to keep growing.
Yeah, and you share, and it's okay for you to, share some of your rewards, but you don't owe nobody.
Mm-hmm.
You don't owe anybody. If they didn't help you, get there, then you don't owe them anything. If you choose to share with them, that's
Correct.
fine. Because it's based around the entertainment industry,
Mm-hmm.
but we added a lot of different elements to get that feel other than just the entertainment industry. And we talk about bodyguard and security. We talk about the colors of music and what music does for you. And that's the direction that we went in.
Okay.
With the project. Like I said, it's called Think It, Say It, Do It. It's due out
I like that.
fourth quarter this year, maybe the first quarter of 2023. And people will say, well, why Think It, Say It, Do It? Because we think of something, but we don't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
We say it to ourselves over and over and over again. We say it to our friends. We say it to our loved ones, but we don't do it. It's a huge project because we have a lot of things going on.
Right.
That's around the project, and that's kind of in a nutshell.
I appreciate you. I know you flew in from Texas today. You're here in Los Angeles. I appreciate your time, Patrick. Thank you for having me. I know you're a busy man. Like, time is precious, isn't it?
Yeah, time is very precious.
Yeah, I
don't waste mine. I
know you.
I don't waste my time. I really don't.
But thank you so much. And
thank you.
I would have you share with everyone, like, how can they find you? What to look out for? Is there any message you want to leave?
Just think it, say it, do it.
I like that.
If you think about it, if you take time
Think it,
to
say
think
it, do
about
it.
it, think it, say it, do it.
I love that.
Patrick Taylor from Taylor Made Entertainment. The project, like I said, comes out either the fourth quarter of this year or the first quarter of 2023. Patrick Taylor from Taylor Made Entertainment. Think it, say it, do it, and we out.